I said to start the show, and I'm totally serious, the Yankees, and I'm a Yankee guy, they're 6 below 500. And I do believe they deserve much more criticism than your typical team 6 under 500. It's one thing if the Dodgers are 6 under 500. It's one thing if the Rockies are. There is no excuse for the Yankees to ever be 6 under 500 when they're allowed to have double the payroll of the rest of baseball outside of the Mets and Red Sox. I said this is the second most pathetic mediocrity in sports I'd ever seen. The worst was Texas football. Texas football from 84 to 97 was just mediocre. And that's not acceptable. In fact, as I said, much like the Yankees, it's not acceptable at Texas football to have a bad year. Well, our quarterback broke his leg. So what? You should have 3 All-Americans behind him. You're the state school, 250 Division I prospects in your state. Almost all of them grow up wanting to be Texas Longhorns. It's pathetic if you struggle for a year. And Texas did from 84 to 97. They averaged about 5.5, 6 wins. Pathetic. Mac Brown took over. It's money since. But in the history of sports, Texas's 14-year drought is about the only thing I've seen worse than what I'm seeing with the Yankees. No excuse ever for being this bad. And this is a sport with no salary cap. I mean, the Lakers are bad, but it's a salary cap league. They limit what you can do through trades. I mean, baseball just says richest wins. Yankees are overwhelmingly richer than everybody and still are a joke. And I don't think they're going to snap out of it and win 12 straight. I don't see it. And I said this earlier. It's just like there are certain businesses who have such a profound advantage on other businesses, I don't even think they should be allowed to file for bankruptcy. I don't think banks should be allowed to file for bankruptcy. It's even called bankruptcy. You have to go to a bank to get out of bankruptcy. That's unfair. In a business where they basically take your paycheck and sit on it and then charge you to get your money back, you shouldn't be able to file for bankruptcy. It's the same with strip clubs. You've never seen a sign on a strip club that says under new management? You'd have to be a fool to fail at strip clubs. The whole basis of what they are. We've got naked girls. We'll charge you to come through the door. We'll pay them nothing. They'll live off tips. If you can't make it in strip clubs, Texas football, Yankee baseball, or banks, you're just incompetent. I'll give everybody a bad month or year in their career unless it's Donald Trump's son in real estate. He has such a profound advantage with contacts, history, money, alliances, and no excuse. You don't get a bad year. Yankees don't get a bad first half. Well, I've had a lot of injuries. So what? Your backups make more than the rest of baseball. So what? You got $200 million payroll. Everybody else is about 70. Brutal. Just brutal. Who do you blame? I don't know. Steinbrenner, Cashman, the old Tampa faction, Torrey, whoever. But it is brutal. Just brutal.